Hello everybody, NATSU'S here, and welcome back to my fairy tale reaction series here on the channel today. And today we are here for episodes 39 to 40, reaching episode 40 of Fairy Tail. This could be the end of the arc, I'm not sure, we are definitely getting close to the end. As seen how Ephirion is literally about to fire in like 5 minutes. Urza is fighting Jellal right now. I mean, she has him pinned to the ground. So we'll see how that develops. Natsu is on his way. Everyone else is currently escaping from the Tower of Heaven. Just they don't want to be obliterated by the Ethereon. And a lot of stuff is happening right now. But overall, a lot of stuff has been happening throughout this entire arc. To be honest, this might be the most densely packed arc just in terms of like, you know, story and like character, like content and stuff. I mean, Galuna and Phantom Lord also had a lot of that, but like, they really went hard on this art, especially with all the Zeref stuff. Just Zeref really wasn't involved in like Phantom Lord at all. Phantom Lord was just 100% the clash between two guilds, and then I guess Lucy's dad was in there somewhere as well. And this was just like, yeah, a lot. But I've very much been enjoying this arc a lot so far. And we are definitely in its final stages now. I don't know, this could not be the end of the arc. I could be leaving off at a terrible cliffhanger, and the end of the arc could be episode 41. If that is the case, I might make this reaction actually be episode 41, but I'm not going to record episode 41 today, so that's going to be kind of weird because I'm going to stop today at episode 40. Whatever it's going to be, we're just going to go ahead and I think jump into the first episode of this reaction set today, episode 39, because I don't have that much else to say. I'm trying to pretty much recap everything that happened last time. And I'm still waiting to find out about the Sea Drain, Jellal stuff. I'm still waiting to find out more about Zeref and what Urza's going to do now. And we're gonna have to find out. So, with that being said, boom, the reaction is gonna be in the description down below. He will be provided with 2 links. You can click on either one of them, doesn't matter, but you will be taken to a redirect site where you can watch my full uncut reaction to this episode for now, episode 39. And then once that's done, you can come back to this YouTube video to check out my commentary, discussion, thoughts on episode 39, and then the same goes for episode 40 as well. And maybe also 41 if that's the case for this reaction. I don't know yet. Whatever, let's just jump into it. Fairy Tail episode number 39. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. So, ladies and gentlemen, that was Fairy Tail episode 39. I'm kind of sad that the previews, I can't watch the previews anymore. I mean, I probably could still watch them, but I don't want to actually see what happens in the next episode. So I'm just gonna, hold off on watching those. But yeah, no, that was Fairy Tail episode 39. Jellall's, final twist. Yup, Sea Drain and me were the same person all along. Who would have thought? I thought that. Even though they were really trying to convince me the twin brother thing, but yeah, no. I was still kind of confused, but I still, my main theory was still that they're kind of just the same person and operate somehow. I think Urza called it a thought projection. I don't know what exactly that is. It is just some sort of clone magic, whatever. But it was, yeah, it's finally revealed Jellal is now just Jellal. He's one person. Ultir went and just destroyed the entire, era, fucking Ethereon thing. And, the council is kind of fucked right now. Ultir's destroying everything. And Natsu was also currently destroying anything. Tower of Heaven turned into a giant lacrima. And Natsu's just, oh, you need this tower? Alright, fuck you, I'm gonna destroy it then. Yeah, no, Jellal kind of strong. Not gonna lie, pretty strong. Obviously, some of that is probably also Zeref's power, but not a bad idea, I'm just, oh, you want to use this tower? Well, how about no? Don't have to beat. I mean, I'd recommend still actually beating Jellal. Even if you destroy the tower, Jallal's probably just gonna kill you, because he's gonna be even more mad. But we know that Natsu and Urza aren't gonna die because they're the main characters. So I'm not too worried about that. I am kind of interested to see how this arc is going to end. I don't know if it's going to end in the next episode. It feels like it. It's very much built up to for episode 40 to be the last one of the arc. But I don't know. I feel like, actually there's not really, I'm just interested to see, is Jellal going to go down with the tower? Because obviously Natsu and Urza are going to escape. I'm not sure about, Simon. And again, they haven't mentioned Trinity Raven at all, so I'm assuming they're just gonna not be mentioned again, and they're just gonna remain here. Even though I wouldn't mind seeing them again, Especially, I mean, honestly, all of them, but especially Ikaruga, because I mean, she was awesome. And even though she did have one shot by Urza's new retwip, you know, the just the bandage fire pants dual wield. Obviously, transformation was awesome, but she did have one shot in that form. And I would like to see more of her, because I mean, she has, you know, the cool sword and, you know, the cool design. But even fucking Futuro, and I'm always afraid of pronouncing his name wrong because his name is fucking weird. Vidaldis, there you go. I also, for some reason, I always want to say Valdinus. For some reason, Vidaldis. Um, Futuro and Vidaldis. I mean, they're funny, right? But like, I don't need to see them again. But I do want to see Ikaruga again, if maybe possible. I don't know. I doubt they're gonna mention her. Whatever. Yeah, it really just depends on how Natsu's gonna finish this fight and what happens to Jellal afterwards. Is he gonna go down with this? Are we gonna see him in the future? What happens with the council after this? Like, they essentially just lost, because I'm assuming Ultir is just gonna dip after this. If Jellal dies with, like, if the Tower of Heaven goes down and Jellal as well, Ultir might actually just kill herself, I feel like. But if Jellal lives and if Ultir also live, they're just gonna peace out. So they're gonna need two more people in the Magic Council. That's for, unless they can just operate with 7 members instead of 9, but whatever. Uh, but yeah, there's the consequence. Like, what happens in the next episode, I'm interested to see, but I'm also very interested to see the consequences of this arc, because there are going to be many. But yeah, we do have one more episode to watch, so might be the final episode of the arc, whatever. Let's see. Fairy Tail episode number 40. We'll do a 4 count as episode number 40. In 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go. So that was Fairy Tail episode number 40. Titania Falls is what this episode was called, I believe. I am going to end the reaction here. I could do episode 41 now as well, but I think this is still a good place to end it, even though we did kind of leave off on a cliffhanger with what actually happened to Urza. Urza's not dead, I know that. I don't know. Urza might be like out of the picture for like an arc or two. Maybe she's gonna be like, you know, this is a spoiler for Ruby Volume 8 if you watch Ruby and if you haven't seen the last like 2 chapters of Volume 8. But I mean, from what it seems like, Team Ruby and I guess it was Jean and Neo as well, you know, they fell into the endless deep pit of the weird realm that Ambrosius constructed, and then it seemingly they ended up in some sort of other realm. So maybe that's what's happening with Urza. Maybe Urza's gonna be out of the picture for like an arc or two, and she's gonna, you know, trying to be like by herself, and she's gonna make it back to like the, you know, the regular world, and we're gonna see her then. Because I am 100% confident. I know for a fact that Urza's not out of the story yet. So yeah, well, I just will have to see on where this ends up going. But can we talk about Natsu in this episode? All right. He ate part of the lacrima that made up, you know, that absorbed Etherion, and then he gained some of Etherion's power, and then he just went fucking crazy. He got like scales under his and above his eyes, and he fucking beat the shit out of Jellal, and it was so satisfying. So that was awesome. I also want to talk about the scene where Jellal got possessed by Zero one more time, because I still don't understand that scene, because I still don't understand all this shit with Ultir. Just that was still those eyes that were like the short that cut in of those eyes, that was Ultir. The voice of Zeref, still Ultir. I'm yeah. We also don't know much about Ultir other than she's Ur's daughter, and Ur never really cared about her. And then she somehow ended up meeting Jellal, I guess. I don't know. We really know way too little about Ultir to actually know anything about like this whole story, but we're probably gonna find out in the future. I also don't think I mean, they didn't show Jellal at all at the end of this episode. He was kind of just like knocked out on the ground before. But actually, no, Jallal's fine. Ethereum didn't explode. She reverted to the sky. Also, Trinity Raven is fine. I'm pretty sure Simon is dead. I'm pretty sure Jellal is fine as well, and he's probably gonna come back later on. As a villain, maybe, I'm not sure. But like the whole Ultir thing is still way too out in the open. Like there's gonna be more to that, so like Ultir is still way too important of a character, way too little of a backstory and information about her for us to just wrap this up right here, right now in this arc. So I don't know if the arc is officially done yet, but I like the main part of Tower of Heaven. I'm pretty sure was included with episode 40. And man, this art was crazy. I think out of all the arts we've had, out of like all the big arts, I think it was my favorite. I'm not sure. It's kind of hard to get. Just all these arts are pretty short. I mean, this art was only 8 episodes long. Phantom Lord I think was also only like 8 episodes. The Luna was also only like 10 or 8 episodes. So far the arcs really haven't been all that long. But there was a lot of cool stuff in this arc. You know, Urza's backstory obviously I liked a lot. Jellal as a villain was interesting enough, I guess. Um, you know, I mean, we still know too little about like this. I'm still way more interested in Zeref than I am in Jellal, because they've been building up Zeref so much. So still wanna know all about that. And I mean even like some of the other characters, like Urza's old friends and Atridi Raven, they're all cool characters, and I very much enjoyed, even if this art isn't quite over yet, I enjoyed like the main portion of this art so far. And I do wonder what's happening with Urza now and Jellal. Probably gonna find out in the future. Speaking of the future, I'm gonna wrap up this reaction right here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, feel free to leave a thumbs up down below. I would highly appreciate it. It would show me that you are enjoying this series. I want to see more of my content. And if you want to see more of my content, you can also subscribe to the channel, which I would also very much appreciate. If you feel like to comment down below, I love talking to you guys. You can also recommend shows for me to watch in the future. I will put them on my list. But please do not spoil me on anything, especially not this show that I'm watching right now. Next reaction will be episodes 41 to 42, which will be out in a few days. Will they? I actually don't know when I'm uploading this, because there's going to be, at some point in the future, there's going to be a week where I'm just most likely going to be no Fairy Tail uploads. I plan to do one week where I just do only Fire Force and just get Fire Force Season 2 done. So that might be next week, that might be coming up, I don't know, but the next Fairy Tail reaction will be episodes 41 to 42. When will they be out? I'm not sure, but they'll be out at some point in the future. And yeah, with that being said, I'm going to probably wrap this up right here. That fight was so satisfying. Alright. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is Night signing out. Goodbye, everyone.